and gentlemen, do smash the like buttons. Do give your friends, do them a favor and share this link with them. Your mother, your aunt, your uncle, your best crypto buddy, whoever it is. We're gonna drop some alpha here. We're gonna be talking about Pulsechain. Pulsechain is one of the more highly searched terms right now in crypto, along with trading volume as well? Dev, is what you're
Yeah,
telling me?
not number 3 in trading volume.
Number 3 in trading volume and all that good stuff. Incentive token seems to be giving people some nice, a little bit of gains at the get-go. That was something that was somewhat expected, right? Knowing the only way to get the token was to add liquidity. We're going to be diving into all of these things. We would love to know from you guys, did you get any incentive token? Are you sitting pretty right now with incentive token? Let me know. Going into this entire launch of Pulsechain, incentive token was a mystery in terms of what could happen, what will happen, will it moon, how do you get it? We're going to be answering all of those questions in today's version and episode of Francis Do Not Censored dual stream version with Davis. All right, guys, do smash the likes once again. Share this around. Don't forget to tweet this out as well, Thomas, please. Roy, do your thing in the live chat, and let's get to it. So, Dev, what do we got on the table? And thank you, everybody, for joining. We'll hit you guys up in the live chat. Also, get your questions ready. You could drop them in the EMA, and Dev or myself, we'll browse through them. We'll come check you guys out. Once again, for the people who are now joining, we're going to be talking about incentive token. We've got a shit ton of people that just joined. We're talking about the incentive token that has a nice little pop right now, and a bunch of other Pulsechain news. The bridge seems to be unclogging. Pulsechain seems to be, the dust is settling. Let's talk about it, Dev. What do we got?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after 1 week of being live, I think the drama.
Smash the like button. Sorry, smash the like button. Go ahead.
Smash those likes button. No, there is a lot to talk about. I think the dust has been is been cleared. It seems like that the Pulsechain ecosystem is slowly taking off. The bridge is unclogging. There is millions and millions falling inside in the ecosystem of Reach the Heart, and it seems like it's gearing up to what we was expecting. And social media is booming. So there's trending.
Let's go right to the incentive token. What we're looking at? What's the price of the incentive token, and what are the various pools?
Yeah, absolutely. So the incentive token is currently at $47. It's been up since the bottom at 15 plus X. So when you say 15 plus X, incentive token is 50X from Pulsechain sacrifice price, or from what? No. It's from the price, from the bottom price that has been launched. The bottom price was 281 at 17 May, and now is at $47.
Very interesting. So you're talking about from the bottom of incentive token to where it's right now. It has done how much X? 17?
Yeah, it's almost 16. Almost 16.
Okay. That's interesting. And what pools are people able to get this? If they add liquidity to which pools? How do they get the incentive token?
Well, there is in total 9 pools. PLSX, Rapid PLS, Dai Ethereum, USDC from Ethereum, Rapid PLS, X with Rapid PLS, Rapid Ethereum to
Very
Rapid
nice.
PLS. So there is a lot of pools.
I'll tell you guys why I really like the incentive token, the way you get it, is because what I hate it when people will have, projects will have a particular pairing and you're getting say that back. You know what I mean? So it's diluted. So again, if it was PLS or Pulsex that people were getting being rewarded with, that price will be immensely, it'll be sell pressure over the long term. Now, I love it how they give the incentive token. Now, remember, the only way to get the incentive token, there was no pre-sale, there was no pre-mine, there was nothing like that. Not pre-mine, but no pre-sale. There was no sacrifice, rather. The only way to get is to add liquidity. So, yeah, one would expect when this happens, you see what we're seeing right now with that price being wherever it's at right now. But over time, I believe, people, as they start to get that too, people are going to sell that as well. So the initial phase, we'll see a nice little pump. I also believe that it'll also help with the buy and burn too, as I've already explained in my video with the Pulsechain. What's up, guys? I can't ignore the people in the chat. I feel so bad. Let me just say hello first, then we'll go on. All right.
Absolutely.
So we got So we got, where is it? I seen him. Bit Dutch Crypto. He's here too. He says long time. It has been a while. Thank you for tuning in with us today. We have Ellis as incentive. INC farming is dope, he says. So I guess he's farming. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool that people are making money there. Good for them then, with incentive token. Again, I feel as though this is what you're seeing now. More people, obviously at the beginning you always see the best. And this is what I tell people too. In the beginning is when you always see the best in yield farming, the first week or two, right? I've said that in that video as well. So this is exactly what we're seeing here. Now, again, as these rewards start to circulate more, guys, common sense just tells me you're not going to see that price sustain. People will be selling that. But what do people rather sell? People rather sell that than actually sell their Pulse X. And if you're holding their Pulse X or if you're holding Pulse Chain, there you go, right? That's
Yes,
literally an incentive token. It incentivizes you to add liquidity to get this, and you're rewarded with it. What's the liquidity like for that pairing, though? Incentive token on Pulse or something? How's that
the,
pairing looking?
yeah, there is 22 millions in incentive token rapid PLS, and there
Wow,
is 24
22 million
millions.
liquidity.
Yeah,
Damn, bro. That's
well,
really
at
good.
least across the interface of the app of Pulsex. I don't know if it's accurate and sync it, but yeah, this is the number that I see it. So yeah, there is a lot of
Interesting.
liquidity.
Yeah, okay, so people can't complain saying that, how, hey, look, I can't dive in, I can't dive out. The pool is massive, at least in that pairing. 22 million? That's a lot, bro.
Yep.
That's a lot. Look, the good thing with Paul's chain is this, right? Like, if those metrics are and analytics are correct, where we're talking about what's the third most traded chain already?
Yeah. After yesterday, I believe it was 180 million, bringing Pulsex as the third DEX in the world.
And that's based off of what? You're talking about the bridge transactions or the actual trading?
The trading
Or
volume.
just the trading volume, eh?
Yeah.
And the bridge wasn't included in that, you sure? Because I know there was a
Well,
lot of funds there.
well, yeah, of course. I mean, the bridge right now is
Has to be.
69% processed and has been floated inside 79 millions. And there is still 45 millions to come in.
Holy shit.
So
that's going to contribute to that figure too. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Good.
yeah,
You know?
and it's also worth to mention that Pulsex has finally break even from sacrifice price, so
Mm.
it's all in positive. Since there was the first week of dumpage and low liquidity also helped the volatility
What's
of
the
this price.
what's the extra right now for let's go with Pulse Chain first. From sacrifice price.
2.33.
2.33? So you're trying to say I flipped on Pulse Chain, I flipped 50K into 100K already?
Yeah, that's correct.
Selling after this stream. I'm going to sell. No, I'm joking. And what about Pulse X? Similar numbers?
No, Pulsex a little bit less, but it's today is up 45%. Is a 0.46x, so it's just
Okay.
break even,
Okay.
just over.
So I guess a lot of the people who were waiting to get their funds bridged across from Ethereum to Pulse Chain, they start to buy this now. They got their funds
I mean,
eventually.
that's the logic that you would think about it. Yes, I would say so. So we're gonna see a lot of buy pressure, and don't forget, we had already 37 billions burned. Forever gone
Yeah, that's
in 1 week.
crazy. Dude, that's probably just from like the burn feature made the price go up a little bit. The burn feature maybe made the price go up in the short period of time it's been live by 0.46%. It wasn't even people buying. It's just a burn. Just the burn
Yeah,
alone. Who
yeah,
knows? Who
that's
knows how to
crazy.
gauge that? But you know what I'm saying? Who knows how to gauge that? Well, hey, look, guys, this is what I tell people, right? Now we're seeing progress. Now we're seeing things change and transition, right? Same thing I told you guys about BRC20s, right? Who knows what to expect from this? Maybe nothing becomes of it, but it's little to no risk, right? You're only risking $3 for 1,000 tokens. That could be worth a lot. $3 turned into $15,000 for a lot of people. Now with Pulse Chain, it's the same thing. We did the sacrifice phase. We talked about this. We talked about the game theory. We had this thing being built. We've been waiting for 2 years. The thing went live. There was no prices attached to it in dollars. Now we're seeing prices attached to it in dollars. Now we're seeing the bridge clear up. Now we're seeing a lot of trading volume. This is what I like to see. This is what gets my juices flowing, because now ideas are coming to life, and we're going into other phases. That's exactly what we want to see. Progression is exactly what we're seeing. And like I said, I gotta stay true to my guns. Again, give this shit 2 years or less, and all of us are going to be smiling and laughing. I'm talking about Pulsechain and PulseX. I don't know about any much other tokens in that ecosystem. I think PortalX is a good project based off what I saw recently. But other than like those two, maybe that I don't know, man. I'm not really messing with much. Let this chain mature. Let more trading volume come. Let validators on board. Let it be secure and decentralized. And that's probably going to be one of my homes. Pulsechain, blockchain, and that whole Bitcoin BRC20 ecosystem. That's where those two ecosystems, let's call it those two planets in the cryptoverse, is where I'm going to be visiting and spending a lot of time in my UFO when I blast off to the fucking moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's why I see it.
Speaking about validators, we have 12,280 validators active, and there is 4,102 coming in.
Holy shit. 12,000. Last time I saw, we were at like what, 4,000.
Yeah.
So that's three times more. That's really good. Good stuff, man. This is what I want to see. I would love to see how much how much money they're making, bro. Validators right now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going
there
to
is
go up.
also, yeah, for sure. I mean,
That means
for now,
less cut for everyone.
yeah, no, for sure. Right now it's 28% API, so it's still pretty
28.
okay.
That's still okay because it's not really based off the API alone. Of course, it's part of that, but how many other validators are there? You know, right? That's what you really need to look at. So I think the guys in the earlier phase, they ate up. They were processing all that stuff from the bridge too, right? So they got a
Yep.
lot of fees, a lot of fees, a lot of APY there from the early phase. The validator wasn't something I was interested from the get go. You guys know the game plan for me. Don't get me wrong. Not that I didn't think about it. I think it's worth it, and it also contributes to the network, so you can't go wrong in that regard. And yeah, it's great to see more people are onboarding. I think like the more validators, it should also help with transactions too. So maybe that's why things are clearing up, right? From what we saw on the
Yep.
bridge. It was only 4,000, now it's 12. So this is really good, guys. This is what we want to see. We want to see evolution. We want to see growth. This is growth of this blockchain. A lot of people, again, I see this all the time on YouTube. People are looking for like instant gains. Literally on my past Pulsechain videos, and again, I didn't really make that many. But I woke up today and I think yesterday, I saw some people saying, what if I told you it's only cents? I'm like, what if I told you I already told you that? What
Yeah.
if I told you? Because in one of my videos, he's like, I think it was like a shorts or something, or he didn't watch the full thing. And I was bullish. So I was like, yeah, it's going to do its thing. The guy's like, oh, well, it's only a few cents, like on the first week or two. I'm like, well, that's exactly what I said it was going to be. I said it was going to be a dump or, maximum 20x, if that. That's not the ultimate most. If whatever reason got it that high, I don't know what, but it'll never go past that. And that's the ultimate, like, ceiling at launch. And then it's going to dump. And then over time, it's going to go up. So it's going exactly according to plan, in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, you need to. Many people they are not so impressed because there is not so many access at the get go. Contrary, it was down like 50, 60,
Who the fuck?
70%.
Who are they watching? Who said it was going to be X's at the beginning? Only an inexperienced noob or a fanboy will think there'll be major X's at the begining.
Yeah, but that don't forget. I mean, people doesn't understand that maybe it's a little bit different than other project or other ecosystem that they just release a percentage of the token. Here, it's full release, all token, all
Yeah.
liquidity, all liquid, all people has their sacrifice in their hands. So it's normal that you have people. Even I saw the first 3-4 days people selling at down 50%
Yeah.
and selling in a loss. And I just it just baffled me that waiting 2 years and just sell when you're panicking selling at
They
50%
sold
in a
everything at a
loss.
loss, bro.
Yeah.
This is why I tell people, right? Again, the majority of the people that got into Pulsechain, and this is based off the metrics, not my opinion, are people that wanted the airdrop, right? The by far the most amount of sacrifices were around the $20 range. So that tells me a lot of the type of people, for the most part, that invested or sacrificed. They're just looking to sell as soon as they get it. So if you're telling me that there's a large contention of these people that sold at a loss who are just waiting to get some money in a bear market, it kind of confirms what I was telling you guys in regards to, people are going to sell if this thing does 10x. Never mind 10x. If this thing does minus freaking 2x, whatever it is, 100%, people still are selling. Okay, so this is why I was led to believe there will be a dump at the beginning. Dude, the moment there's gains, people are selling, no matter how much it is. 5x. That's the type of people we have, for the majority that sacrificed.
Yeah, but
So
we
there we
also
go.
we also mentioned in multiple way. You know, it's been a long way, 2 years. People, you know, they don't have much liquidity. They need liquidity. So what they did, as soon as it opened, they had the chance to sell it. They sold it, and I see also many people selling the wordless stablecoin. You know, because they confused that the copy of stablecoin was not the real backend stablecoin from
Yeah.
Ethereum. So what happened? They sold it on wordless stablecoin, and they don't just get rocked, but they
All
just get broked.
all I could say is this: all the careless, reckless individuals at the beginning, the ones who were disciplined like ourselves and others out there, well, we're benefiting from their fuckery because again, let them go trade, let them mess up, let them get wrecked. We find out a couple things. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, okay, that confirms we knew it didn't work. And number two, they're going to be burning fucking Pulsechain and PLSX. So it's win-win for people like us. But
Yeah, no, absolutely. And with the rate that we are going, you know, it's 32, what is it? It burned 37 billion in what, 8 days that we launched it. So that's 0.026% of the total supply burn it in a 1 week.
yeah.
It's pretty impressive. And don't forget, it's not just burn, but it's also buy it. Now, exact number about how much has been bought. It was like around 500,000, something like this,
Hmm.
that has been bought up. So
Nice.
it seems like the whole system is working accordingly to plan right
So
now. Has been, yep.
before I ask you this question, Dev, just see if you could get a question in the EMA. And guys who are watching, smash the like buttons, please. Dev, so let's talk about the bridge for a sec. I think you said it was what, 65% of transactions are cleared now?
69.9.
Oh, so the bridge works like seamless now.
Well, not because they suggest to not use the bridge until it's clear 90%.
Hmm.
So would advise to
Okay.
not use the bridge yet until we arrive at 90% cleared, and then it's much more safe to not safe, but you are more likely to actually go through in a faster pace at 90% when it's cleared. But
Interesting.
it seems like this is proceeding, and yeah, it's positive. 81 million so far has been bridging to Pulsechain.
Awesome. So Exile, he said, get my name right. Exile says these streams are getting pretty fluid. Got in that groove. Awesome. Crypro, how's it going, Crypro? Crypro's a big Pulse Chain fan, by the way. Big fanboy over here, Crypro. Our moderator here in the live chat. How's it going, Crypo? Also, there's not much info out there, but INC has halving cycles like BTC. Minting rates halves after the first, yeah, then halves again, then the year after, getting rarer and rarer. Awesome. I like the long-term thinking when it comes to this project, right? They got a lot of different long-term attributes that he just said there because I don't even think that's public knowledge, bro. So thank you, Crypo, for dropping that on us. What else have we got here? Yeah, so BitBoy does, sorry, Bit Dutch Crypto says it's his first stream in 2-3 weeks. What else we got on the table there, Dev? As I look for a question in the EMA,
Well,
the
it was
next. Go ahead.
V. His name is V. Anyone know if the bridge is open yet? Yeah, well, the bridge is open, but I would not suggest to actually start bridging in because we are still at 30% left to actually bridge in. So it will still have a delay. You still need to wait probably 24 hours or more. So I would suggest to wait until you see a 90%. There's a nice website. It's called plsburn.com that you can go there. There's a nice interface that you can see all the analytics about Pulsechain, the breach, the burn, and the prices, etc., etc., etc.
Alberto says, glad I swapped my Pulse for Pulse X. Now, that's very
Yeah,
interesting comment there because I believe a lot of people got into Pulse X more than they did Pulse Chain, and I was led to believe, well, if they got that, and for the most part, I think the consensus is Pulse Chain is more valuable than Pulse X. That's what people say. So if the majority of the people sacrifice for Pulse X, you figure they might have wanted to trade for Pulse Chain, but then you need Pulse Chain to make a swap, though. So how are they going to be doing that, right?
yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
6 days ago, the swap, the ratio trading between Pulse and Pulsex was 3.8, and today is 2.15.
Interesting.
So with
Mm.
one pulse you get 2.15 today, and 4 days ago you would have 3.8. So Pulsex
Yeah.
is catching up. I think yes, you would say that is more value. Pulse chain is a layer one. Normally, that's the layer one are the more valuable. But I don't think that you need to fade away the power of this buy and burn and the whole volume that is actually acquiring Pulsex.
Interesting. Interesting, guys. Anything? Let us know. I sacked hard, Liberty says, for both and more than double my bags, buying the early launch dip. Bought up multiple alts as well. Dodge Pulse Chain did a 80K, 80,000% in gains? The fuck? What the hell? Are you serious? Highest performer so far. Is that a typo? You put 80K% gains, so I'm guessing that's 80,000% in gains. That's madness, bro. I like when I hear these things, right? And like let's just say I was to tell people, oh, this thing did 800x, this thing did 1,000x, like what we're showing people in BRCs, and the people that were unaware of that are in denial. They'll be like, no, bro, I don't like. How do you calculate that? All of a sudden, they don't know how to do math. They don't believe you. But for me, like when I'm in this opposite position right now, and I'm hearing some things like 80,000%. And I'm like, okay, well, I wasn't aware of that. I didn't get it on that, but I'm interested to see, okay, what's going on. So now that tells me I'm in the right place because there's money being made. So that's how people need to look at this shit. Just because you hear about something doesn't mean you have to like, oh yeah, it's not true or be in denial. Investigate it and see how people are, making that money, and don't get jealous. You should be, appreciative that you are in the right industry as well, so you can make that money too. That's my point. So now I'm like, all right, interesting. Okay, so take note of that. Go ahead, Dev.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And even more, when a new ecosystem is launching, there is new opportunities. And don't forget that there is a lot of money involved in the ecosystem of Pulse Chain. Therefore, when you're gonna launch, let's say when the meme coin is gonna boom on Pulse Chain, which is gonna happen because it's gonna happen in all chain. But here in Pulse Chain, there is a lot of money. There is a lot of liquidity. So
Yeah,
therefore, it's
exactly.
very likely that you're gonna have a lot of opportunity to actually make insane gains on different on
Yeah, no,
different.
that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Normally, when you're talking about new blockchains, the liquidity is,
It's horrible.
non-existent. It has to
Yeah.
organically grow. And I have to admit, I think I even mentioned this. I said, hey, look, we talk about all these ways to get into PulseX, but how are we getting out? And you were saying the bridge. I was like, well, let's see if that actually is reliable. And obviously, at launch, you could expect it to be this congested, and that should, die down over time. But my concern was how are we getting out of Pulse Chain, right? Because I know sexes, at least right now, listen, sexes aren't going to list it. They're not going to list it anytime soon. That might change, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see. So then the question,
there is one sex, but yeah, it's not really. I would not even advertise it because it's not guaranteed that it's a legit one. But there is one is listed. Um, but again, when
like,
legit,
I just
uh,
what I'm trying to say is this: it's like we like this decentralized blockchain. No admin keys, all the right things that we want. It's nice, it's perfect. But in order to liquidate, why like the whole reason why this is being created is because people want decentralization. So if we want decentralization, but yet we need to go to a sex to liquidate, it defies the whole purpose. It just beats the whole purpose of being the centralized exchange because you still need to rely on centralized entities. Now, what I'm getting to is whatever happened to this on and off ramp, decentralized off ramp solution. Is there any talks about that?
well, I am pretty. I mean, this is just my assumption that it's gonna be pretty soon integrated, but I don't know how easy it's gonna be because it's still an ecosystem that is look a little bit like they look at like Richard Art behind. There is a face is always sticking a little bit. I mean, you see hacks how much has been gatekept by CoinMarketCap and by other
Yeah,
exchanges. So we'll see. It's a little bit hard to say, but
yeah, but
to actually get out, you can get
yeah, but
out
I'm not
from
even
just
talking about. I'm talking about the DeFi off ramp. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah, but how you
DeFi.
can be DeFi when you actually need
That's
to
what I
have an easy money?
mean. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. How does DeFi off ramp even go in the same freaking damn sentence, bro? Let
you
alone
can't.
word for word, back to back. DeFi off ramp. Again, my thing is my common sense is telling me again is when you're dealing with off ramp, you're dealing with fiat, and when you're dealing with fiat, you need a human being who's issuing that. So I am like DeFi is automated with software, and code and math, whatever you want to call it. So how do we get this DeFi off ramp, right? So that's the only thing. But hey, let's just say the bridge works. That is our solution to get out, I guess, right?
Hmm.
That's the only
Yeah,
solution for now, right? And
yeah. I
Dai,
mean,
you're saying Dai is working fine. That pool, Dai and what's
yeah,
it? Pulse.
yeah. You have USDC, you have DAI, you have 15 million USDC. Well, sorry, that's deposited. Yeah, you have DAI, USDT, USDC, Rapid Ethereum. There is
Ha- has
9,000.
anybody has anybody gone the southbound on the highway on the bridge? Is what we call it. So northbound on the highway bridge is like we're talking about like California, like you experience a lot of traffic on the highway going northbound. But how about going southbound on the highway bridge here of Pulse Chain, like out of Pulse back to ETH or something? How's the bridge on that end? Could anybody give us their experience with that? Because we all know it's well documented, going northbound. There's a lot of traffic. Okay, let's just put it like that. Smash the like buttons, guys. We're going to be taking some of your questions. Let us know what
Yeah,
you got.
absolutely. Well, I think for now, I mean, I haven't tried, but I think the congestion is from Ethereum to Pulse chain. Now, I don't know if there is congestion out, but I don't think so, at least yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for now is the only solution to actually get out. And another news
Well,
that it come out. Yep.
go ahead. Go ahead. No, I was just going to
Another
say it's
news
good
that
to know. It's good to know
yeah,
if southbound on the highway works. That's all. Yeah,
absolutely.
that's all.
And the latest news about PortalX, which is an aggregator, bridge aggregator, is gonna soon open the bridge from the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem to Pulse Chain. So you're gonna
Nice.
be able to actually bridge inside from the Binance Smart Chain to Pulse Chain directly. So that's
And the
pretty cool.
same goes. You could bridge out to Binance because yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
people over
yeah,
there. That's good. Let's see
exactly.
what PortalX has in store. They've been building forever and just waiting for this to go. So I'm sure they can't wait to showcase what they got. Let's see, man. Again, bridges are normally fragile, so let's give them the benefit of the doubt and go easy on them if any sort of mishaps like this happens. But again, for me, the main thing is just seeing progress and seeing slight changes. Daily in a perfect world, but weekly, I could take that as well. So that's what we're seeing here. Okay, we got any questions, guys? Where are your questions? So we got the money
Yeah,
man says, you got one there? Let me just read this comment. The
yep.
money man says, people who sold at a loss, I don't get it at all. Even if you sell out at 10x, is wild. Why not wait at least a year or 2.5, 2 years? Yeah. No, you raise some good points, right, money man? But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are in very tight situations right now, and they're more than willing just to take. Dude, think about it, bro. People put in $25 to sacrifice, bro. That tells you type of people that are in this, and it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that just tells us, it's not people with deep pockets. So yeah, anything right now they're going to be taking. That's what I got out of that. Go ahead, Dev. What we got
Yeah,
there?
no, no, absolutely. There is CN 2x out of the gate after 2 years on a Richard R token. Isn't that impressive? Meh. I I have something to argue. I see. Did you see Hex? How did it perform when it launched?
Yeah,
Nothing. It was basically zero, and
yeah.
it stayed there for a month or so, and then it started to take off. So I think it's very subjective to actually analyze a token that is just open up in 7 days. This is not like it doesn't work like that. First of all, you have the full liquidity. People have the complete liquidity, and it start at a full liquid market cap, and then it's gonna become deflationary. So it's already deflationary. So I think this is gonna be as we plan it, a long wait, and if you have patience, it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, look, I would say this. Like, I see where he's coming from. 2x at launch for Richard Hart is not that great. You expect a little bit more. But I would just say if you are comparing this to Richard Hart, well, look at Richard Hart's past. Like what you said, Hex did not do nothing on day 1 or 2 or 3. Hex started to show some love 6 months or whatever it was, months later down the road. And it really started to take off. So I think it's going to be similar things with this as well. Now, again, I don't know who the heck was expecting this to do anything at launch. I don't know who you're watching. I don't know how your brain works, but everything else pointed in the other direction at launch. Okay, and this is exactly what we expected and predicted. Check out the video, and here it is. So smash the like buttons if you like that prediction. If you like my prediction, smash the like button. I can make a really cool video on it. Actually, it's gonna make people's jaw drop to the fucking floor if I actually make a video on my predictions. It's pretty crazy. What else we got there, Dev?
Yeah, so from Crypto Shaman, my question is, what is the easy way to buy PLS? I can figure it out. I think the easy way is to actually, you need to bridge inside from Ethereum to Pulsechain. And to do so, you need to go to
How
Pulse
about this? How
Bridge.
about this? You want to buy some of my bags? It has to be. It has to be. I gotta sell to you at a 10x surplus though. At least you know you won't lose your funds on the bridge. Okay, so that's your deal. I get it for 10x. Come on, bro. You know it's going to be 10x by I don't know, who knows, sooner than we think. So you're not too far off. I'm joking. I don't know, Dad. What would you tell this guy to use the bridge?
Well, again, as I said before, ideally you should wait until it's 90% cleared, and then you can start to bridge inside. I will let
Ask him how much he
process.
wants. I'm actually serious. I'll give it to you at market price. I don't care how much you want. Well, it depends how much you want. First of all, I'll give you a market price just because I'm a nice guy. I'll help you out. Let us know how much you want. What else we got there, Dev?
So Cryptonomus is say, so are we gonna dump in 2 years? I keep hearing everyone say hold for 2 years.
Okay, the reason why I say 2 years is because I don't know if it's going to be 2 years or 1 year or 6 months, but I'm giving it a maximum of 2 year window for this to do something, respectful. I was going to say substantial, but that's subjective. What's your definition of a substantial? Maybe 1,000x, 100x, 10x, I don't know. But I would say respectful. I'm giving it a 2 year window or less. And that's all I would say. I think any new blockchain too, they haven't really done X amount of gains right off the bat. One could say though, like the other blockchains or whatever it is that investments from the past is, that they have pre-sale rounds, they got vesting, so that helps with the price at launch. This isn't. This is given to every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there to do whatever they want with their tokens, and people got wrecked and people are selling. That's a thing. I think like most of the damage, so to speak, from the price standpoint will happen at the beginning, and it could only get better from this moving forward. Unlike, say, protocol, not protocols, but investments from the past is you don't know when team tokens are going to be given out, and all of a sudden there's a dump. Oh, team tokens were issued. We're getting rid of all of that right out of the gates. Right out of the gates. Okay, and it's deflationary too. So look, man, like, we could talk about this in theory and say, well, what it's going to do, what's it going to do, the game theory, the buy and burn, and it's great to have everyone get their tokens from the get-go. So let the dumpers dump, and the dust settles, and it starts to progress and moon from there over time. But who knows? Let's see what really happens, right? This is like first of its kind of thing. But so far, everything my common sense was telling me is happening. So why fix it if it's not broken? I gotta, stick with my guns and take it from there. But I definitely would give Pulsechain some more of my research time now, like after hours, after content like this. I'll go to my research room and start looking at Pulsechain, the exchange, seeing what's going on, seeing who got wrecked, and pretty much what I told you guys, and make a video. I'm guessing within another week or so on what my official game plan is. I know a lot of people are waiting for that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is Andrea Sutherland that is saying the gas fees are too high. Well, let me give you the price of the
Really?
gas fee right now. Send PRC20, it costs you 16 cents. Send PLS, it costs you 5 cents. And swap PLSX on DEX, it costs you 75 cents.
What's this guy's name?
Andrea Sutherland.
Bro, he's living in freaking, like, I don't know where he's from, like, I don't know, Yugoslavia. No, Yugoslavia's not a country anymore. He's from like one of those countries in Europe, bro. Come on, man, that's a lot of money still. Montenegro or some shit, right? What was the average price supposed to be for this for the fees? Pennies
I mean,
or less?
yeah, maybe pennies, but again, it's a very high traffic chain right now. So I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
with the load up that they have, it's pretty decent. I mean, go swap Ethereum. I mean,
Exactly. I think comparing to what's out there, it's not that terrible at all. Right now, especially with the traffic. But we would see what happens. Maybe the average gas price changes for the better or for the worse as time goes along. We'll see. We'll see. But if gas was to stick at where it's at right now with that traffic, I'm okay with it. I can live with that. I don't think it's that bad.
no, absolutely. I think we experienced a lot worse on the last bull run with Ethereum, reaching 100 and 100 just to make a swap. So we'll see. I think it's been the stress tested the first week with Zen Mint, and that was
Yeah,
a spike of gas. But that's if that would have happened to Ethereum, that would clog Ethereum like crazy. Like if you was paying
yeah.
100 in Pulsechain, you would pay 1,000 in Ethereum. But again, let's see. Time will tell.
Time always tells. So Carl Krypo just gave us an update. He says 70.7% of the unclogging has been unclogged. So yeah, it went from 67 to 70 as we were doing this live stream.
Yeah, actually,
So
is speeding up because now it's 72.4. So I think it's
nice,
unclogging. Yeah.
very interesting, good
And
stuff.
you can see the price also rising while unclogging. Pulsex is up 57%. So yeah, seems that it's ready to take off. We'll see.
That's it. I'm dumping everything at 10x, cashing my million. I'm gone. See ya. I'm
Bye
joking.
bye. Sayonara.
Dude, that's really crazy though that there's that much liquidity.
Yeah,
20
that's
million
crazy.
plus. That's madness. That's really good. That's really good. I give it respect for that for sure, bro, because that's one of the hardest things for any new protocol or chain or DEX or whatever to get liquidity. It's the hardest thing ever, bro. It's one of the worst things that everybody has to go through. Investors, everybody. New users trying to get into like a new fucking ecosystem that has no liquidity. It's so annoying. It's like if it's broken. You know what I mean? You can't even use it properly. So yeah,
Yeah,
they
and,
have
and
an
we and
advantage
we can
point.
go and we can go back, for what we say already on past live stream. I mean, you can have the most fastest stack, the most brilliant product, but if you don't have liquidity and community, what else? There is no value. You cannot cash out. You cannot. There is no interest. There is no
That's
development.
not true,
So
bro. That's not true. You can have the community, but if them motherfuckers aren't providing the liquidity, you're screwed. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, no, no, for sure, for sure. But I think this mix that we have right now, it looked like that is, it's look promising. Let's say like that.
yeah, I like what Fabio says here. He says there's too much noise. Going to wait till it calms down, then see what to do. That's exactly my line of thinking. How will PortalX work? Ken asks Dev. Would you want to answer that? One of their features, maybe? I know
Yeah. So
you're a
the
big fanboy.
no, not from just read few stuff. PortalX is an aggregator bridge. It's not an actual bridge. It's actually collaborating with a multi-chain bridge, which they're gonna be able to actually bridge from 65 different chains, and they will start probably next week from Binance. So it aggregates. It's not a bridge himself. It's an aggregator of the bridge, and this will open up a lot of more liquidity to bridge inside the pulse chain, since they're going to connect with different chain. And yeah, it's secure because it's not using his bridge. They're actually using well-known bridge like multi-chain bridge. So therefore it's look very promising, and they've been working very hard to bring a very big DeFi solution for pulse chain.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. So this guy's asking if I could trade with him 2K, 2,000 units of Pulse or $2,000 of Pulse. Let me know. Bridge is moving now. Cool. So everyone's confirming that. So we got
Yep.
a comment here from Yannick. Only DAI and wrapped ETH, USDC, USDT is being bridged in. I'm front running y'all with link setting up E-Link. Go to lose for impermanent loss, yes. But when that incentive pair pops up, it's over. I like your style, brah. I like your style, Yannick. The money man once again. Can PLS and PLSX still really do a 500x or higher? Because I'm hearing conversative numbers now 50. So all of the fucking pros, all of the fucking giddy children who was talking with their emotions because they're not used to having money, right? The new Pulsechain YouTubers, okay? You guys fucking see them. Just put fucking Pulsechain right now in fucking YouTube search bar. You're gonna see them fucking populate, okay? They're gonna fucking bombard you with Pulsechain fucking videos. Just put it in. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, they all were talking about 1,000x and all this x. Now they're saying 150x, 50x, 100x. How is that conservative? First of all, when they talk about moon boys and fanboys, yeah, they're very unrealistic. So I don't even think 100x is conservative. I think that's like, for me, that's average. So I think that's what it's going to do. Maybe more. But man, all these guys are getting a taste of reality right now. That's what's happening. It's always that time that moment of anticipation. The moment of anticipation is where all of these thoughts and these feelings are coming about, and that's where when you don't be level-headed, you can't fucking analyze shit. You letting your feelings get the best of you, and that's what we saw there. And once again, their feelings kind of like corrected them when it went live in the market, so to speak, because they're going off of feelings again. Fuck, bro, yo, what's happening, bro? Oh, fuck, okay. Well, it's not gonna do 1000x. Looks like it's gonna do 150x.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I think that shit's fucking funny. Again, everything I say comes correct for the most part. Nobody's perfect. Just have some common
Yeah, no,
sense.
it is true. It is true. But again, I think there is different perspective to see also the launch of various things. If you launch a meme coin, it's not the same as if you launch an whole ecosystem, liquidity full deployed. And there is so much, in liquidity that has been invested on the market that you need to actually, the sell pressure is very high at the beginning. Therefore, you need a lot of buy power to actually, catch up the selling power. So you need a little time. You need to give, a little breathe the whole full ecosystem to actually let it flourish, let the full 160 millions flood inside from the bridge, and then further development. I'm sure that is going to actually release, because I read that one side staking is going to release very soon from Pulsex, so that's going to be also interesting.
Yeah, that's true.
That you don't have impermanent loss at risk. So that's something that I personally would probably do. And also there, you're going to actually receive the incentive token.
Somebody's asking, why is the market cap so high already? Well, when you have the entire supply circulating on day one, well, yeah, you're going to have a high market cap for one. I don't even know the exact number of the supply, but the number of the supply shouldn't matter. It's the price and all that stuff, and what's circulating is what matters for market cap. You see what I'm saying? Right? So normally, I got to repeat this one last time. So the DeFi Ethereum adopted the VC way of doing things, which is round A, B, and C, better pricing, right? And then vesting. This is none of that. So everything's circulating, which means, you're going to have a much higher market cap than tokens or projects that goes live with only like 20% of the supply circulating, 30%, because you have X amount out there, 30% times the price, opposed to 100% out there times the price. You're going to get a much higher market cap. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah,
Smash a like
and
button.
I think there is always this measure about the market cap. I mean, you cannot trade the market cap. So I think at the sacrifice price, it was already in the billions, the market cap, because we have 143 trillion supply of Pulsex. So this price, it will put them at 14.3 billions in market cap.
Somebody
But
says
again,
PLX has what? Oh, that's 188 million 610K. That's fucking crazy. That is, dude.
yeah,
If that's correct, that's
the
madness.
pairing PLS and
All
PLSX has 100.
fuck the one pairing alone.
Yeah, yeah.
Lot of mercy. Even if I fucking dump, it's gonna do none to the price.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
PLS
I'm
and
just saying.
PLSX and Rapid PLS has 188 million in liquidity.
That's madness. Andre, was it? Yeah, Andre says. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Andre asked, how much are those Oh, the shades. This is like, it wasn't that much. It's like $900 for this. I gave one to another guy when I went to Jamaica. It was a local artist. Felt bad for him. I had a Louis Vuitton white sunglasses, and I gave it to the guy. That one was like about 800, $900 too.
Yeah,
Okay.
Salvatore Ausonio say are we getting the price of this? There isn't a true pack yet, correct? So this is the PLS price accurate? Well, yes, it is accurate right now because people
Yeah.
could bridge inside DAI,
That's
could
it.
bridge
Yeah.
inside USDC and USDT. And so right now the price that you see on the Pulse chain is actually the accurate price.
Yeah, I mean, it's the price if you go to the exchange, Pulsex, and you see the dollar value next to it, right? That's the price.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I think before, maybe he was commenting on before, there was no price. There's just the units.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
people were
true,
just
but also,
dude,
yeah,
dude, people were just trading in the fucking dark, shooting darts in the fucking dark, hoping to hit the fucking target, bro. I don't know how people do that with their money, bro. I can never do that, dude. Dude, that is the difference of you making like life-changing gains to just fucking up, bro.
yeah,
Just blindly selling. Blindly. Don't even know,
yeah.
bro. I guess you know from the unit value, but not the dollar. But go ahead, Dev.
I would not imagine, in 1 year or on 2 years time, looking back and realizing the fuckery that you did by selling at those prices. I mean, we could have this situation that you could actually really regret the choices that you did by being impatient. So, you know, it's a little bit sad to
Oh
see that,
shit.
but
Sorry. Andrea Sutherland is from freaking Jamaica. My bad. Oh, you're from Jamaica, eh? Yeah, well, could have been you who I gave those Louis Vuitton sunglasses to. But it was a different yachty. A different yachty. Anyhow, I thought you're from freaking England with that name. Not England, Europe. Okay, what else we got here? Yeah, bro, BSC Bridge is coming. Awesome, good stuff. Francis, you're from Jamaica? I live in Jamaica. Big up. No, I'm originally from Trinidad, but I was in Jamaica about 4 months ago in December. Got it. Thanks for the explanation, guys. I love the live. Yeah, appreciate it. So a lot of people are asking us to do more conversational lives like this. Maybe when I go live alone, I just flop my flopper too much and I'm spitting everywhere. And they wanted to, to look at somebody else and hear a different voice at the same time. So here we go. Here we go with this content. Whenever you see me and Devis lined up like this in a live stream, by the way, this is the mobile version, right? When you go live on your phone, there's a new feature that says go live with someone. A lot of people are asking us how we were able to do this. There you go. But yeah, whenever we're doing a live stream like this, when you see the screen split in half, this is pretty much like a conversational AMA for you to raise your concerns or your suggestions or questions. So
yeah,
here we are.
absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe in the future we could also bring some guests. We'll see.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, you could give out the link as well, and people could share it and join the live too. So we could do something like that for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. What else we got, Dev? Any other topics there? Any other questions, guys? Let us know.
Well, I think we touched a bit all the topics about this first week of Pulsechain. As I think we finally clear out the dust from the first 3-4 days of panic about the low liquidity and the breach clogged. The breach seems like since we was speaking, this live stream has been clear already 7%, so it's moving. That's good news. And the price, well, the price of Ink token is at 57 now. It was 47 when we
57,
started
eh?
talking. Yeah.
Damn, it's gonna moon, bro. That shit's gonna go to $1,000. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
go.
it's
It's
19,
like
19, 19x.
it's like one guy told me so bro, he mentioned some BRC20 coins. Like, bro, are you gonna go buy it? And like it did a significant amount of gains. Don't get me wrong, the market cap was still low enough to buy in. But I was like, bro, I don't go chasing rockets, bro. I
No,
don't go chasing rockets. So am I gonna go chasing after this incentive rocket? I don't know. But
no.
I'll still kick back. I'll still kick back.
I, I personally, I will just, I this is what I will do is when one side staking is gonna open for Pulsex, I'm just gonna stake the whole stack there and just, benefit the Ink token from there. No risk, no impermanent loss.
We could get lost in all these different ways on what we could do, right? But again, I gotta always go back to basics. And my back to basics is this. It's very simple. Smash the like button. All I give a fuck is about Pulsechain and Pulsex. Nothing else. So if that's all I give a fuck about, and this buy and burn is happening, which should have a positive effect on both Pulsechain and Pulsex, and the price is going up over time, why the heck am I going to go risk it into other things? Sure, you could be rewarded with all these stuff. Yes, you shouldn't be like that because if nobody goes to yield farm, how is it going to be liquidity? And those people are contributing to the ecosystem. I'm all about that. But what I'm all about that's above that is protecting my fucking stack. You know what I'm saying? Like I revere Pulsechain and Pulsex. If I believe these things are going to do, let's call it 100x, whatever you want to call it, in 2 years or less, why would I even try to mess with anything right now? Maybe I could allocate a certain percent of my portfolio for that. Allocate a certain percent of my portfolio if we do a 10x, 20x, just sell a little 5, 10%, maybe. But again, I'm not in a rush. I don't care. There's so many other ways I'm making money right now. I don't give a fuck to rush into this. That's the thing. So maybe my situation is a bit different to others, but it's enticing. 16x 20x, all these things. But for me, I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill. I don't need to chase nothing right now. But not to be mistaken with you guys can't make money out there doing these things, right? Because incentive looks like people are getting paid nice.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then if you look on average, multiplier in the first 2 years for any layer one that has been deployed in the past, 5 years, you still have decent returns above 100, 200x. So I think, being so much impatient will make you regret big time in the future. But, not financial advice. You do what you want. So just say.
Exactly. I burst 255 USDT, but I don't know how to claim it. Can you explain, please? Well, it's probably just stuck in it's just stuck in traffic on the highway, which is the bridge. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Big Kimma says, "Hi Francis, what do you think about ordinals on dogechain? There are a lot of noise on Twitter about it. I just think it's a bunch of people who couldn't seek value early, like I did with the BRC20s, and they're trying to chase the next big thing. They're trying to make up a case on why, they're trying to justify them missing out on BRCs and why this can make money, which it probably can. But I think the real golden rush was the BRC20s. Don't get me wrong. Maybe Dodge DRC starts to build an interest, starts to build a market, and that's all you need. That could override the original ones of BRC in terms of if that creates noise from people. Market interest could exceed the best technology, exceed the best product, exceed the best service, as long as everybody, for whatever stupid reason, agrees that is valuable or they have interest in it. For whatever reason, could be false hype, could be, being misled, manipulation, or just convincing a shit ton of people to buy something. If I was to convince right now, we got 130 people watching us right now. If I was to convince all of you guys right now to go buy a particular fucking, I don't know, peso and say the replay shows like, 10,000 people watch it, the peso will go up in value too. I'm just saying, if you could convince a group of people to go buy something, it'll go up. So Dodge could go up, right? DRC. But for me, man, those are people who missed out on the real golden rush, which was the BRCs and such. Now, to answer your question, yeah, if you missed out on BRC, I don't blame you. Go fuck about with it, and you could probably make some money there. But for me, I'm on to greener pastures on that. That's second tier shit.
Yeah, there is a question from Paul Michael. He say, how do you account for the market cap issue? At 10x from here, it will be worth more than Ethereum.
Yeah, well, that's it, right? And I know Ethereum has a lot of coins. I don't think Ethereum has a capped supply. Ethereum just keeps on fucking bringing out new fucking right. Ethereum's supply is not even capped. I think it's unlimited. I
Yeah.
swear to God. Or it's
Yeah.
really fucking up there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. But remember, guys, with all the supply out there, and when it burns, it does go down. Now I don't know what you're looking at. Normally, again, and that's a great question. When we're looking into these things, right? When we're getting into these investments, we always want a lower market cap. Oh, how much is circulating? That's what we're used to. But unplug the fucking, take the plugs out of your brain, the wires, disconnect the wires, and kind of like, empty out that information and fill it up with new information. This is not what we're used to. This was a sacrifice. There was no initial price to it. They're all are circulating. That's all deflating. Yes, it's going to be up there. Now, does that mean there's like, oh, it's reached this top? There's no more gains to be made? No, of course not. We knew it was going to enter with a large market cap because of the massive supply that's all that's circulating. Okay. Now, I think this is a difference. Like, look at Hex. Hex has a massive supply, massive market cap. If you really look at it, that puts it where? I think it's like top 10, right? At one point, at least, right? But look what Hex did. Hex did its thing too. I just feel the market cap is not the way to look at Pulsechain just because of the different game theory it has embedded into it. It could be misleading. I guess that's the best way I should put it.
Yeah, and I think it's 92% is kept from the OA or whatever you want to call it. So you actually have just barely 10% of the total supply actually in circulation. Considering that 300 billions, over 300 billions are staked on the validators, and then another billions is going to be staked on the single side staking, then you have the farming. So the circulation is very, very, inaccurate from the standpoint of to looking the total circulation supply. So, again, the market cap, we are used to actually see the price of market cap, but again, you cannot trade the market cap. At the end of the day, you pay a price from the sacrifice phase, and that's your starting point. And I think you should look at the dollar than on the market cap in this case.
Yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, guys, look, Dogecoin. You could probably make money there. So I wouldn't say ignore it. You know, with the DRCs. But I'm on to bigger and better things, me personally. That's all. I've made a lot of gains already from BRCs. Not to say, hey, if I can make 2x on some, I'll fuck, that's money's money. But I got bigger plans right now that I need to put my focus and energy towards. And you guys will know what I'm talking about soon enough. They had a very interesting comment here. I think it was a comment. Yeah. So what's this? Andrea once again says, made 100K on Dodge. It was beautiful. Some projects you just need to get in and out. So I think he's talking about DRC as well. So 100K, fucking right, bro. You laughing to the bank, bro. People didn't understand what I was saying with ordinals is making literally every genre in crypto rich. Smash the like buttons. Okay, let's talk about the developers. Bro, do you know being a Bitcoin developer, you are being impoverished? If you are a Bitcoin developer from 20, whatever the fuck, 15 all the way to 2023, you were slowly being impoverished and getting, you were probably middle class and you were going down to the fucking lower class bracket. Why? Because your ass wasn't getting work. Why? Because there was nothing to build on Bitcoin. Why? Because there was no taproot upgrade. So these Bitcoin developers are just twiddling their fucking thumbs, watching all the Ethereum developers be turned into fucking millionaires with all the work they were getting. And the Bitcoin developers had to go apply for agencies, job agencies, working at the construction site, fucking with a skill saw, cutting fucking wood. Well, meanwhile, deep inside, they're a smart, bright, technically sound coder for Bitcoin. And then Taproot came out and said, hey, motherfucker, we need some infrastructure to be built here. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, people need Bitcoin developers. So Bitcoin developers are employed again. They're getting work again because of Taproot, and they're getting a lot of work. Guys, if I was to tell you this 4 years ago, that Bitcoin developers would be in high demand a couple years from now, all of y'all will be laughing at me. Okay, it's all about Ethereum, DeFi, all these different smart contract protocols, but no longer the case. So point number one: developers do not need to go and apply for agencies anymore if they know how to code a Bitcoin. On Bitcoin, they are now getting the love they deserve and the work they deserve. Okay, they're getting an income. God bless that. Okay, number two: the motherfucking miners. What about the miners? Bro, miners, remember everybody like who started to do mining like in 2018, they're like, oh bro, it's not profitable anymore. It's not like 2011. Well, guess what, bro? Miners right now are banking Madcoin. Miners are validating some serious transactions because of ordinals, okay? Whatever the hash rate is, I don't know the exact figures, but miners are extremely happy about ordinals, bro. Okay, they're banking money again. Okay? What else? Builders, right? Like myself, entrepreneurs like myself, they are solving problems in this space, creating these sort of democratizing inscription tools for the masses to use where you don't need to have a node. Okay? So we are democratizing these infrastructure, these products, these tools that's not going to be hidden to a select group of people, but we want the world to have access to it. Right? That's just one example. So there's a lot of other bright minds that aren't coders but are entrepreneurs who might have some money that are building now. They're banking coin. And last but certainly not least, we looked at our guy over here right now. What's his name? Andrea, the white Jamaican guy, Andrea. He was saying, well, there are white Trinis too. I'm just saying. It's very multicultural. You guys just don't know. But investors are motherfucking making money. Okay, look at this guy, 100K he made there. You guys saw my videos, 800x, fucking 280x, right? So yeah, ordinals, taproot upgrade, everyone is making money. Everybody's benefiting, is my point. It's a beautiful time to be alive, guys. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen who's watching this? If you're in the live chat or maybe you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section. It's a motherfucking bear market too. And we be making this type of money. So man, yeah,
Yeah,
the crypt.
I think
Let me just say one last thing. The crypto gods and the crypto verse, which is the universe, will reward those who are putting their head down, going to work. It will reward those who are sticking it through the bear market. It will reward those who are loyal and keeping time spent in the market. You will be rewarded. Bear, bull, goat, chicken, fucking whatever market it is, bro. And obviously, it depends on who you're fucking watching too. Go ahead, then. On YouTube,
no,
that
no,
is.
no. Absolutely, being in this position, banking coin like that, like we did in a bear market, it give you a very big edge from the next bull market. But again, it's been a lot of work. So we did put inside a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of grinding, and this is a little bit the result. If you put inside work, you spend time, you dedicate yourself, you've been rewarded sooner or later. You don't need to give up. That's it. That's the story.
100%. What do we got here? Somebody says, why does Francis sound like he's hitting the white powder? Maybe you're new to the channel. Maybe you're new. Maybe you're new to the fuck. Do I sound like that? Am I extra hyper today? I was just want to say maybe he's new to the channel. He doesn't know who I am, but I guess he does know who I am. I don't fucking know. Drinking our coffee today. A little congested still. What else we got here? Francis, thank you for keeping it 100. There's something else I wanted to read. Okay, it was Memes Lord. Where is he? Memes Lord said something I wanted to read. I think he said the market's crashed or something like that. There we go. B20 crash. Yeah. Okay. So very good thing. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. So my hunch tells me right now the token that's going to be used for Alex, for their launchpad is the Alex token. I'm led to believe that now, and I believe the team also mentioned that essentially 100% of the supply of B20 will be given out to people who use their exchange, their order books, whether you're executing trades, whether you're placing bids, things of that nature, whether you have money in your trading account. So if that's the case, well, all bets are off when it comes to B20. It will be diluted. It will go down to whatever it is, because essentially it's meant to reward people. People get rewarded, they go and they sell. Okay, so yeah, memes, I've noticed that as well. And again, as I said in my video, my launchpad video, I don't know at the time which token they're going to use, but it looks like it appears that it's going to be Alex. Okay, they're just giving out these tokens, and they gave out like 105,000 units of B20 when it was at around $4, $3 on change. I think right now it's at $1 something, $2. I don't know. So that will go down lower if they continue to only distribute it as rewards. Okay.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
now I'm yeah.
Without giving a use case that you must do all this token to actually apply to certain task. Therefore, you're gonna have just a sell pressure, and that's it. Nobody has the incentive to actually hold this token. So therefore, you're gonna just be diluted by the airdrop from people that get it.
But mind you, memes lord, mind you, again, what cost you to get that? It's the bridge fee, right? And we've done an example on how you calculate the math on that. How much for was it 50 cents for 100, and what was it $50 for, what was it 500?
You get 0.9 B20 by each dollar you bridge it.
Yeah, but I want to know the fee for how much. So if I put $1,000 on the bridge, that was what, 100?
No, it was 10.
$10, right?
Yeah, it was
$10 fee. So if the fee was $10, right, on 100, okay, or sorry, on 1,000 times 0.9, do the math quickly. Whatever it is. So 0.9 times 1,000, because you get for every dollar you bridge, you get 0.9 units of B20. You times 0.9 by 1,000 to see how much units of B20 you got. And on the first wave, the price was like around $5, $6. Do the math on that. It's X amount of gains, because now essentially what you're looking at is in your Alex's trading account, how much did it cost you to get those B20 tokens? Well, it cost you the fee. And by the way, the bridge going southbound on Alex isn't that bad. That's what people are saying. So if you already, if you want to go back to Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain on Alex, it's not that bad. People are saying it's a couple hours they were waiting. Okay, and it's only costing them nominal fees. Okay, so essentially what I'm trying to say is, what got you those units of fucking, what cost you those units to get those units of B20? Well, it was the bridge fee. So essentially, in cases, there's $5, $10 that got you X amount of units times the price divided by the fee. Those are nice Xers. Those are nice Xers.
Absolutely. For an example of 1,000, if for each dollar you get a 0.9 is 900 B20, you would get at 4. That would be at 3,600.
There you go.
$4.
There you go. So it's still profitable from that standpoint, but yeah, no, like to Memes' point, Memes Lord, I believe, I believe if this is going to be distributed, it's just going to get disintegrated. It's just going to go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, by the way, guys, I got an announcement to make. Sorry, Dev. I got an announcement to make. So Wednesday at 9:30 a.m., I'll be doing a live stream conversation interview with Memes on Bitcoin. We did a space with him. about a month ago on my channel. Okay, they were talking about memes, BRC20 memes, $MEME. We'll be doing a live stream conversation interview, whatever you want to call it, talking about .sats domains, talking about BRCs on my channel, 9:30 a.m. New York Standard Time this Wednesday. Make sure you are there. Support the channel. Here's some alpha. Here's what's next for memes on Bitcoin, Sats Hunters, Shint, all that good shit.
All that good chance. And yeah, we're working in something, we're cooking something interesting also in the background. And you
The
will know.
pot's stirring in the background, guys. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us here this Sunday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you get your funds across from the bridge safely. I hope you get your cash or your profits out of the ecosystem safely. At the end of the day, just be safe, hard work, and the crypto gods will reward you. So you know what? Then finish it
There
off.
is nothing to
There ain't
say.
much stuff to say.
Then, then
You're on your
you.
own. Later. Peace,
Cheers, guys.
guys.